When I signed the mercenary charter for the outer colonies, I never imagined my future would be bound to an alien throne. I wasn't chasing glory or destiny, just credits. Enough to keep my ship fueled, my debts quiet, and my name forgotten. The galaxy didn't care about small people like me, and I preferred it that way. The job that changed everything came from a half-legal broker orbiting the dying star Lathos 9. The message was vague. Extraction mission. High risk. Non-human asset. Immediate departure. The pay was obscene. That alone should have warned me. Lathos 9 was a dead world in the truest sense. Its surface fractured by radiation storms, its cities reduced to skeletal ruins from a war no one remembered. As I descended through the cloud layer, my ship's sensors screamed warnings, but the coordinates were precise. Someone wanted out, and badly. I found her beneath the ruins of a shattered citadel, trapped under collapsed alien stone and bleeding a luminous blue-black fluid that glowed faintly in the darkness. She was tall, regal even in injury, with skin like polished obsidian etched in faint silver patterns. Her eyes, golden and unblinking, locked onto mine with a mixture of fury and desperation. She was no ordinary alien. Even I recognized the sigils on her shattered armor. She was a queen. Her guards lay dead around her, bodies scorched by plasma fire. The enemy had already fled. Whatever battle took place here, she'd lost, and badly. I should have walked away. Helping royalty, especially alien royalty, had a way of ending careers and lives. But when I turned to leave, her voice echoed inside my mind. If I die here, my people die with me. I froze. Telepathic species were rare and powerful. I'm not a hero, I muttered. I don't do empires. Her gaze softened, just slightly. Save my life, she said, and I will owe you more than gratitude. I will owe you fate. I laughed bitterly. That's a dangerous promise. Still, I lifted the fallen stone. The extraction was hell. Enemy drones returned before I cleared orbit, and my ship barely survived the jump to hyperspace. She lost consciousness twice during transit, her pulse weakening, her bioluminescent blood staining my medbay floor. But she lived. When she finally awoke, the ship lights dimmed instinctively, as if recognizing her authority. She rose slowly, regal even in simple medical wrappings, and inclined her head toward me. I am Queen Veilira of the Ketheri Dominion, she said aloud this time. Her voice was calm, controlled, and powerful. You saved my life. Don't get sentimental, I replied. You hired me. We're even. She studied me for a long moment, golden eyes unreadable.
No, she said.
We are not. I delivered her to a neutral system where loyalists waited in silence, kneeling the moment she appeared. Before leaving, she placed her hand against my chest. A strange warmth spread through me, ancient, binding. By Ketheri law, she said, a life saved binds destiny. I owe you a promise. When you call, I will answer. Then she was gone. I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. Months later, my name appeared on a classified bounty list, Galactic priority. Someone wanted me erased. Ports refused me docking. Contracts vanished. Assassins came in waves. I didn't know why until the message arrived. They know you saved me, Queen Veilira said inside my mind. And they fear what that means. The Ketheri Dominion was on the brink of collapse. Rival factions, old enemies, even human coalitions were moving to dismantle it while it was weak. And somehow I, a nobody mercenary, had become a symbol. Proof that the Queen had survived. Proof of a debt. They want leverage, I said. And I'm it. Yes, she replied. And I will not allow your death to secure my throne. She offered me asylum. I refused. I don't want protection, I told her. I want answers. Why me? Her silence was heavy. Because the bond formed when you saved me is older than my species, she finally said. You are now marked by fate, whether you accept it or not. That was when the galaxy truly turned against me. My ship was destroyed above a contested system. I barely escaped in a pod, straight into Cathari space. Their enemies followed, launching an all-out assault meant to draw the Queen into the open. Instead, she did something no ruler had done in 1,000 cycles.
She came to me.
Queen Valira stood beside me on the command deck of her flagship as war erupted around us. Plasma fire lit the void. Entire fleets burned. You should be on a throne, I said grimly. I am, she replied. And today it is here. She placed a ceremonial blade into my hands. By ancient law, she announced to her commanders, the one who saves the Queen may stand beside her in judgment. Every eye turned to me. I didn't want power. I didn't want war. But I wanted to survive. And somehow, guiding strategy, making human-informed decisions the Cathari had never considered, I helped turn the tide. We outmaneuvered enemy fleets. We exploited their arrogance. The Dominion survived. When the final enemy ship fled, silence fell across the stars. The Queen faced her people, and then me. My promise is not yet fulfilled, she said. Days later, she summoned me privately. You can leave, she told me, with wealth beyond measure. Safe passage forever. And the bounty? I asked.
Gone.
Your name erased. I hesitated. And if I stay? Her eyes softened, not as a ruler's, but as something more human. Then you help shape a future where humans and Cathari do not meet as enemies, she said. You become something new. I looked out at the stars, at the endless wars, the cycles of fear. I was tired of running. I'm no king, I said quietly. She smiled. Neither was I once. The ending. Years later, history would struggle to define my role. Some call me a diplomat, others a strategist. A few extremists named me traitor to humanity. But when the first Joint Council convened, human and Cathari together, I stood beside Queen Valira, no longer a mercenary, no longer hunted. The promise she owed me had never been about power or survival. It was about choice. She gave me a future where I wasn't just reacting to a hostile galaxy, but helping reshape it. On quiet nights, when the stars drifted past the palace windows, she would ask if I regretted lifting that stone on Lathos 9. I always gave the same answer. No, I said, because saving your life saved mine too. And in a galaxy ruled by fate and fire, that promise changed everything.